What's up mga kinhinyero? Ang topic natin sa video na ito ay cable loaded with concentrated loads. For our problem, determine the tension in each section of the cable, which is section AB, BC, and CD. Ilagay natin muna yung reaction sa joint A at sa joint D. Yung reaction ng connection ng cable sa support is a horizontal and vertical force component. Ilagay natin yung reaction ng connection sa joint A at sa joint D. I-denote natin na RAH and RAB yung horizontal and vertical force component ng reaction sa joint A. Dito naman sa joint D, dahil pakaliwa na yung RAH, ngayon yung horizontal component ng reaction sa joint D ay dapat pa-contradict sa kanya. Kaya ito naman ay i-assume natin na pakanan. Denote natin to as RDH. Ito naman ay yung vertical force component ng reaction sa joint D. Denote natin yung force na yan as RDB. I-consider natin muna yung free body diagram ng whole system. As we can see, meron tayong 4 unknown forces. So, hindi enough yung equations of equilibrium para ma-solve lahat ng unknown na forces na ito. Kailangan pa natin ng additional equation para ma-solve yung unknown forces natin. Mag-take tayo ng summation ng moment sa point A. Pwede din naman na sa point D. At i-take natin lahat ng counterclockwise rotation as positive equal to 0. Unahin natin i-moment yung RDH. RDH, meron niyang moment arm na 2 meters. Positive kasi magro-rotate ng pa-counterclockwise sa point A. Ang next na i-moment natin is yung RDB. Meron siyang moment arm na 2 meters plus 2 meters plus 1.5 meters, which is equal to 5.5 meters. Positive din yung moment ng RDB sa point A kasi magro-rotate yan ng pa-counterclockwise sa point A. Ang next naman ay yung mga applied loads sa point B and point C. kN multiply by its moment arm sa point A, 2 meters. Minus kasi magro-rotate ito ng pa-clockwise sa point A. Next is yung 8 kN force sa joint C. Ang moment arm niyan sa joint A is 2 meters plus 2 meters, which is equal to 4 meters. Same ng 3 kN force, pa-clockwise din yung rotation ng 8 kN sa joint A. Yung RAB and RAH ay magpapass through mismo sa joint A, therefore, yung moment nila sa joint A ay 0. So, wala na ibang force pa na magro-rotate sa point A. I-equate na natin yung equation na to sa 0. I-simplify natin yung equation na to. 2RDH 5.5 RDB minus 38 is equal to 0. I-denote natin to as equation 1. Mag-take tayo ng summation forces vertical is equal to 0 at i-take natin lahat ng upward forces as positive. Lahat ng pataas, RAB plus RDB minus 3 kN minus 8 kN is equal to 0. Therefore, RAB plus RDB minus 11 is equal to 0. I-denote natin itong equation na to as equation 2. Next naman, mag-take tayo ng summation forces horizontal is equal to 0. All the rightward forces as positive. RDH minus RAH is equal to 0. Therefore, RDH is equal to RAH. I-denote natin yung equation na to as equation 3. Sa equation na nagawa natin, using equations of equilibrium, ay meron tayong 4 na unknown forces. So, kailangan pa natin ng isang equation para ma-solve yung value ng mga unknown forces natin. Ngayon naman ay i-take natin yung free body diagram ng joint D. Ito yung joint D at ilagay natin lahat ng force na nag-a-act sa joint D. Siyempre, meron tayong horizontal and vertical reaction sa joint D due to the connection ng cable sa wall. Next naman is yung tensional force ng cable sa segment DC or CB. I-denote natin yung tensional force ng cable sa segment DC as FDC. Inuna ko lang yung letter D to indicate na ako ay nasa joint D. Pero yung FDC ay same lang din sa FCD. Kailangan natin ng angle or slope ng force DC. Yung segment CD, meron siyang horizontal distance na 1.5 meters and vertical distance na 2 meters. So, ito yung gawin natin na slope triangle. Para sa slope triangle ng FDC, meron tong value na 1.5 horizontal and 2 vertical. Kapag i-multiply natin sa 2, yung horizontal and vertical side ng slope triangle, ito ay magiging 3 at ito naman ay magiging 4. Therefore, magkakaroon tayo ng 3, 4, 5 triangle. Pero kahit naman yung 1.5 na horizontal and 2 vertical yung gamitin nyo for slope triangle ng FDC ay walang problema. Yung hypotenuse side ng slope triangle na to is equal to 2.5. Pero ang gamitin ko na lang sa solution na to is yung slope triangle na 3, 4, 5. Establish natin yung ating X and Y axis. Piliin na lang natin yung horizontal axis as our X axis and the vertical axis as the Y axis. Mag-take tayo ng summation forces along Y axis is equal to 0. RDB minus yung vertical component ng FDC, which is equal to FDC multiplied by 4 over 5 is equal to 0. Simplify natin to in such a way that RDB is equal to FDC multiplied by 4 over 5. Next naman, mag-take tayo ng summation forces along x-axis is equal to 0. I-take natin lahat ng pakanan na force as positive. RDH minus yung horizontal component ng FDC, which is equal sa FDC multiplied by 3 over 5 is equal to 0. Ayusin din natin yung equation na to in such a way that RDH is equal to FDC multiplied by 3 over 5. Nagkaroon tayo ng value ng RDB and RDH which is both in terms of FDC. Balikan natin yung equation na nagawa natin kanina nung tinake natin yung free body diagram ng whole system. As we analyze yung mga equation na nagawa natin kanina, yung equation 1 ay in terms of RDH and RDB. I-substitute natin yung value na nakuha natin dito nung nag-take tayo ng free body diagram sa joint D. Using equation 1, I-substitute natin yung value ng RDB and RDH. To RDH, RDH is equal to FDC multiplied by 3 over 5. 5.5 RDB, RDB is equal to FDC multiplied by 4 over 5. Minus 38 is equal to 0. 5.60 FDC is equal to 38. And the value of FDC is equal to 38 over 5.6. And that was equal to 6.79 kilonewton. After natin makuha yung value ng FDC, makukuha na natin ngayon yung value ng RDB and RDH. From this equation, if we substitute the value of FDC na 6.79, ang value ng RDB ay 5.432 kilonewton. Dito naman, kapag sinubstitute natin yung value ng FDC na 6.79, ang value ng RDH ay equal sa 4.074 kilonewton.